Well, good evening. Ethan back for another beer review, and I'm going to be reviewing Samuel Smith's Imperial Stout. Hopefully, there's not much glare. I'm excited about this one. This is a 22-ounce bottle. I've had the regular Samuel Smith's Oatmeal Stout, and I've had their Organic Stout, Organic Chocolate Stout, but I have not reviewed that one. I did review the Oatmeal Stout, and it was fantastic. This is 7%. Is it 7% even? I believe 7% even. Brewed at the Samuel Smith Old Brewery in North Yorkshire, England. Founded by Samuel Smith in 1758 originally. This one, Sole Agents Merchant du Vincourt, Seattle, Washington. This is 7 flat, yes. All right, on the back of the bottle they say, brewed at Samuel Smith's small traditional British brewery with well water, the original well sunk in 1758 is still in use. Best barley malt, roasted barley, yeast, and hops to create a rich, flavorful ale. Deep chocolate in color with a roasted barley nose and a flavor that is a complexity of malt, hops, and yeast. Fermented in stone Yorkshire squares, this distinctive type of ale was originally shipped to Imperial Russia. It was a favorite of Russian nobility. Let's go ahead and crack into this one. It's got that little golden foil around the cap. I've had this in the fridge for about 2 weeks. Okay, we had a little smoke come out. Okay, you got some bubbles kind of bubbling out of there if you see that. I've had this for about 2 weeks, so been sitting on it a while. I bought the single. I didn't keep the receipt. I think it was like $5.99 for the single though. So not cheap, but all right. Let's go ahead and fill up the mug. You got a massive 4+ finger, 5 finger, fistful head. Very huge tan, dark tan head, light brown. The appearance of the beer itself is dark brown to black, but you are seeing some light pass through it. It is a little red around the edges of the glass, so it's not fully dark and viscous like motor oil. There is some light penetrating it. Okay, let's go ahead and get an aroma on this. Ooh, I'm getting a chocolate, a sort of vanilla flavor or aroma. Very nice. Sort of a toned down nose presentation as opposed to some of these imperial stouts you'll get with chocolate and coffee and barrel aged notes on the nose. This one doesn't have that. It has sort of a mellow chocolate bready aroma. Very nice aroma. Very nice. That heads down pretty quick. And this does get a 93 on Beer Advocate, an outstanding score, so they really, really like it. Again, their oatmeal stout, I believe it's 5%, fantastic. Probably one of the best oatmeal stouts I've ever had, and a lot of other beer reviewers who I've watched, they also love the Samuel Smith's oatmeal stout. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about it, honestly. Everyone loves that stout. More than Guinness. I think it's better than Guinness, although I do love Guinness, particularly the Foreign Extra Stout and Extra Stout. But yeah, Samuel Smith, I saw that brewery name on the bottle, and I said, oh, I got to get it. Samuel Smith's, they have a good reputation. And Imperial Stouts, probably a style of beer that you could argue might be my favorite, or one of my favorites for sure. I love Imperial Stouts. But a 7%, that's pretty low for Imperial Stout. Usually you think Imperial Stouts, you think 10, 11, 12, 13 plus percent, right? 7's low, lower for an Imperial Stout. Especially these days with a lot of higher ABV craft Imperial Stouts coming out left and right. But yeah, 7 flat. It has less alcohol per by volume than Guinness Foreign Extra Stout. Let's go ahead and get a taste. That had died down pretty quick. A little bit of head left, but we can go ahead and try it out. You get a nice chocolatey bitterness up front. This one's not heavy. It's on the lighter side. It's kind of a medium mouthfeel, kind of a medium body. Not heavy, thick and viscous like some of these Imperial Stouts. It's quite smooth. IBUs are there's some bitterness there, but the IBUs are not high. I don't know. I didn't look them up. I should have, but if I had to guess, I'd say 30, 40. They're there, but they're not overwhelming. You get more chocolate and vanilla and maybe caramel as opposed to coffee. This one is not as bitter as Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, for a reference, And it's a little smoother and a little more mellow than the bitterness you'll get with that one. More chocolate, though. Less bitterness, more chocolate with this one right here. Yeah, just a nice, smooth stout. Again, I can't stress enough. I was a little taken aback how medium-bodied this is. This is not heavy at all. It doesn't taste like most Imperial Stouts that are heavier, thicker, fuller. This is kind of a lighter mouthfeel for a stout. Not a light mouthfeel overall, but light for a stout. Quite drinkable and crisp, though. It has a sort of a wet finish, not a dry finish. Maybe a slick kind of finish. Kind of like the oatmeal stout has. It's pretty good. I'd like a little more chocolate heaviness and maybe bitter coffee notes. But all in all, this is a pretty good stout. I'll give it a 94 out of 100. Not the greatest I've had, but really good. Again, I can't stress enough, I was shocked at how mild and medium to light this mouthfeel is for an Imperial Stout. Glad I picked it up. Been wanting to get it for a little while now. I wasn't even aware they made an Imperial Stout for a while. I just only known of the organic chocolate stout and the oatmeal. But glad to get this one. 94 out of 100 for the Samuel Smith's Imperial Stout. Cheers, and thank you for watching.